This is the Teaching Bites Show, episode number 21.
Welcome to the Teaching Bites podcast, our unprofessional development resource to take your teaching to the next level. Here are your hosts, Fred and Sharon Jaravada.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our show. My name is Fred.
And I'm Sharon.
And this is the show where we share bite-sized tips, ideas, and resources to take your teaching to the next level. Right, Sharon?
Yep. Like our logo says.
Right. Oh, we have a brand new logo. If you guys don't know, if you guys haven't seen it yet, we have a brand new logo.
Yeah, we have our chubby rocket pencil.
Chubby rocket pencil.
I love it. It's so cute.
It is pretty cute. So how we got that through the 99 Designs contest that we held for artists and graphic designers to design a logo that fits us. Can you explain real quick what the logo means to you?
Right. So, a pencil represents creating something in school, and the rocket is like, I feel like it's us taking you, our listeners, to a next level, getting more support, more learning, and more experiences. Yeah. No?
I'm playing with you, Sharon. I'm just like the uncomfortable silence.
Okay, what do you think it means then, Fred?
All right, so the chubby pencil is pretty cool. Like Sharon said, yeah, it's a rocket. It's a rocket to take us, everyone, to the next level, right? Shoot for the moon to end up into the Hallmark stars, right? Hallmark type of thing. Mm-hmm. Pencil. It's how you leave your mark, right? It's symbolic for teachers and schools, but it's also the leaving the mark thing, leaving the mark in the world.
True.
So that's why we had a chubby pencil. We should name him.
Wait, maybe we should.
Maybe
that's a good idea.
We'll figure that out. Maybe a good future contest. All right, so this is a continuation of episode 18, the last episode where we talked about the end of the year reflection, and that was all about Sharon.
Right.
We're going through, right? And this episode's all about me.
Yeah, it's Fred's turn. Mm-hmm. All right. So should we get started then?
I guess so. Well, anything else? Make sure you guys check out our Facebook page, like that page. Also our Pinterest. I still don't get Pinterest. Sharon, explain Pinterest quick.
It's
our thing on Pinterest.
Visual collection of ideas.
And what we were sharing on there.
Yeah, we share our podcast episodes, we share blog posts, we share ideas that we've created as well as other people's ideas. And I have a page for our sons because I'm doing some DIY fun creative things this summer with them.
Cool. Very cool.
So check that out.
And make sure on this podcast, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a review. It really helps us get discovered by other people, other teachers like you.
Right. And spread the word to your fellow teacher friends.
All right. Okay. So hit me, Sharon.
All right. So think about this past school year. I want you to tell me what's the hardest part of the challenges that you encountered this year and why?
This school year? Mm-hmm. Okay, so my role has changed. There were three of us working together in the tech lab, traditional called tech lab. What was it? Noise.
I just had a burp or something.
Gross. Okay.
You like that? You heard that?
We'll keep it. Yes.
You heard that? Wow.
We'll keep that. Well, my role has changed. So we lost a partner of ours. She moved on to the fourth grade teaching position, which is great for her. But we had to, my other partner and I, Krista and I, we had to expand our roles more. Before we split it into boys' school, girls' school, and different grade levels. And obviously we lost Kareen. She's in the classroom now. We had to expand our roles. So there's wider roles. We had a brand new administration for the boys' school and girls' school. Well, not brand new administration, but we had 2 new deans in the boys' school and a new dean in the girls' school. And we have the heads of schools there. We call them heads of schools in the independent schools.
Mm-hmm. Like a principal, right, for those of you who don't know. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So that, my wider, I had to get a wider reach with my role. So I had to have more. I was responsible for more teachers.
But didn't you also have less in a way too because of the other Rachel? She helped to do the administrative things.
Yes, so
we did
hire Rachel, and she was our administrative assistant. She took care of a lot of the back end stuff, the logistics stuff, and just the daily. I broke my iPad stuff. I can't, I need a new case, all that stuff. So she took care of that, which is great. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. But a lot of it is the foresight of our supervisor, Howard. What's up, Howard? And his leadership. That expanded role, but also the transformation of our computer lab into a new makerspace. That opened up in November, and we had to adjust our thinking, Krista and I, and how we would use this new makerspace. We got rid of the computers. Now everything's on mobile, wheels, everything's writable, cool stuff. We were thinking buying more stuff, laser cutter, vinyl, vacuum press thing, table. We wanted that. I admittedly wanted that, all that stuff. But we slowed down and we just sat back and we just observed and watched the kids do what they wanted to do. And that's going to be a future episode. I'm going to be talking about how there's a talk coming up in January, and that's going to be our topic. We're going to share in this national conference. Can
you talk a little bit more? I mean, I know we did talk about it in the past couple of podcasts, but just quickly how Makerspace is different than a computer lab, not just physically, but how does it work for kids' movement?
Oh, movement. Okay. So quickly, we got rid of the computer lab. There's no more clicking with mice, with a mouse all over the place and playing kid pics or just typing things up on the computer. We got rid of that. A lot of it now, the movement of the STEAM world is happening now, and we transformed it into a room with writable walls, writable whiteboards that are movable. The tables are writable also, these with expo markers, whiteboard markers, and a lot of robotics, lots of cardboard, and lots of hands-on projects. Now, in my school, we also have a one-to-one program of using iPads, and we have laptop card readily available, so the kids can use those tools with old school tools, like cardboard, tape, markers, rulers, all that. So we're watching them creating their own learning experiences.
But you collaborate with the teachers to figure out what they're going to make, and
right. So what I just talked about was the open studio that we have, but that trickles into the curriculum with collaborating with the homeroom teachers or the curriculum teachers, and we talked about if the third graders are talking about their bird project. We'll take that and we'll have them design a 3D model and then have them print it out like that. Or they have a bridge project. They can come in, use cardboard. What are those sticks? Toothpicks or popsicle sticks, and just make it there. We have all space for that. We have the space for it. Yeah. We have the equipment for it, the supplies for it, and they can use their iPads to research, take pictures, make a movie, and so on.
Yeah. Wow. Cool. So, how did you overcome this challenge of having this new makerspace and even, such a big shift in what you traditionally used to?
So let me talk about how I overcame the loss of a partner of a position. We just adapted. One of my mottos the past year, was planting more seeds and putting out less fires. So I really took it upon myself to really try to connect with teachers and give them quick training. But I also wanted them to learn on them by themselves if they could. I'm a kind of guy who says yes a lot, so it's kind of hard to say no. But I really tried to hone in the point of you've got to learn this.
Yeah.
In your classroom, you got to learn how to use the iPad. You got to learn how to use Google Apps for education or whatever tool it is, and they had to, work through it. I'll get back to them. I'll check in with them, but I'm not going to hold their hands unless there's special cases, and there's definitely that, and that's fine. But planting more seeds, give them more ideas also. Let them marinate on those ideas more. Putting out less fires, not worry about, let them troubleshoot if they needed to.
It's kind of like with how we approach students too,
Right, and teachers need that. So, but I can tell if it's a project coming up and they need it in about the next couple hours, I definitely help them.
Right.
So that's the thing about whatever came in my role in regards to the makerspace. It just really not buying all this stuff and just sit back and let the kids design things, let them figure it out. So it was a different mindset for me and for Krista. We just let's pull back, let's watch them, let's facilitate things, but we're not going to really try to do too much with them. So that's
good.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's better. I'll see organically what happens, and the kids give you ideas. I'm sure
they give us a lot of ideas.
Yeah,
exactly. So
it's good. That's an important mindset.
And a lot of teachers see that, and it looks messy in our room. And it is.
It's good. It's good messy.
It's good messy, but it's not a typical classroom. It's not. You couldn't do that in a typical classroom.
Yeah.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So how was this past year different from your first year?
My first year. So my first year of teaching my experience teaching was I was a teaching assistant, associate. I was just going through the motions and just trying to learn, absorb as much as I can. Luckily, I was working with 4 teachers. Luckily or unluckily, I was working with 4 different teachers, 4 different learning teaching styles.
That's valuable.
4 different expectations, 3rd and 4th grade. And, I got some teaching in there, but it was more like mathematics, so it was pretty straightforward, right? Mm-hmm. So compared to that year and to this year and my end of the year evaluation with my supervisor, it's gotten I've come a long way. Mm-hmm. I can map it out. It's come a long way, which I'm also very proud of. But it's also like, wow, I'm doing all this. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So how was it different? It's really different. I mean, we used to have a computer lab. I was in the classroom as an assistant, went in the computer lab. There's no more computer lab. It's a makerspace. And we're transforming
big change.
We're transforming several other rooms into flexible spaces. So.
Oh, that's why there's a construction there?
Yep.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. So same question that you asked me. So if you were the head of your school, what would you do to address the challenges you had this year with your new makerspace?
With the makerspace? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe it's even beyond the makerspace. My role is to help teachers, right? Assist teachers in designing curriculum using technology. It's one thing. If I was to have a new school or so, I want to have the lesser-known teachers come on stage share what they are doing in their classrooms, share their quick wins. We have an amazing faculty, but there are the usual suspects who are they're very good. They're always up there, and everyone's watching them, and they're amazing. Don't get me wrong, they still get my love. However, there are other teachers out in the audience, they're winning also. Not probably in the same level as them, as the more well-known teachers, but they're winning small battles or winning small, quick wins. And I want to celebrate them.
Yeah, that's important.
Right. So
then they can share more.
Right. And they share more, and the faculty, and even the well-known teachers, they might not know what they just
Exactly.
did. So the sharing of ideas and recognizing them, everyone. So that's what I would do as a principal.
Okay.
Right at the school.
Very important. Okay, so how about for you this summer? What's one thing you want to learn more about and why?
So as in the teaching profession, I want to help teachers turn pro. I did mention this.
Pro?
I mentioned this before in the past episode, I forget which one. But I was reading a Stephen Pressfield book. It's called The War of Art. And it talks about how people need to recognize their resistance of finding their passion and really doing their best work. The next step is turning pro. Turning pro is where teachers, they need help. Right? Just like any other professional athlete, a professional politician, a professional, anyone professional, a CEO, they all have coaches. They all have someone to help them. President Obama, he's a great speaker, but he has speechwriters, right? To help him. Football players. Professional sports players.
And our very own Stephen Curry, who just won.
Basketball players, Golden State Warriors. Even he has a shooting coach. They have coaches. They have a head coach, but they also have specialty coaches to help them go to the next level. Even LeBron James, he has a shooting coach. He has a free throw coach. He has a post-up coach. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're pros, but they know. They recognize their shortcomings, and they ask for the help. And that's where I want teachers to really try to think of what they need and find the resources that they need to help them become the professional that they are. Right? So that's the one thing I want the teachers to do, to turn pro. Check out this book. I'm going to put this in the show notes, this link. It's an amazing book. And I use Audible books, so I could listen to it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So,
as a parent of a kindergartner now, we talked about how our eldest is going to go in kindergarten. What do you look for in a teacher, and how does it affect your own thoughts as a teacher yourself?
So with this, so our son, AJ, is going to be coming to my school as a kindergartner. I have a tremendous respect for my faculty. It's an amazing faculty that I work with. I'm in a unique position to work with both the boys' school faculty and girls' school faculty, elementary schools, and we also have 2 high schools. I work with both schools, and obviously AJ is going to go to the boys' school. And I have a tremendous respect for them, and I'm very lucky to be part of that team. But I also, part of my job is to empathize with them, to really get to know them, and find the answers, to find solutions or options to their needs. Having said that, that from a parent point of view, now I have an expectation, even though I still empathize with my faculty. I know what they know or what they need, and I know that the support they get, and I have this high expectation of them with AJ. Excuse me. And it really, being on this side, being a parent, it really helps me or it's making me realize how I appreciate teaching even more, and how teamwork is very important. Even a teacher, even if the world's greatest kindergarten teacher, first grade teacher, or so on, you need a team. Again, like the Golden State Warriors, Stephen Curry, even though there's a 3-point baby assassin, amazing player, he still needed other players to help him.
Yes.
LeBron James on the other side, he was playing his heart off, and he was scoring like crazy, rebounding, triple-doubles all over the place, and he was amazing, but it was just by himself.
Yeah.
His team couldn't match, or they couldn't really step up to a level where they can support LeBron James. So just like that, turning pro, and how teachers need, where teachers need help, and working as a team. That's what I appreciate, and that's where my outlook. I'm happy when he's coming to my school, so that we have a great team.
Yeah. Okay. And the last question is, what's the best teaching advice you've ever received that you remember?
So I saw this Albert Einstein quote over the years on Facebook. It popped up again on Facebook, but I've seen it before. Let me see if I can remember this. So Albert Einstein, he said, "Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value." So this resonates with me as a teacher. Being a teacher, where I need to add value. It's our ideal, right? Add value to the teaching world and to our students. We want to show our children, our students, to add value to this world and try to make it better for the next generation and the generation after them. Mm-hmm. We want them to take what we know and invent things, innovate things, make it better for the next generation, and so on. As over the thousands of years that mankind has been here, we want to add value so the other generation can keep going.
For the good of humanity.
It's for the good of humanity, right? I know that's a huge concept to wrap around and what to do, but it's also helping me as not just to be a successful father, a successful teacher, but it's also helping me become a father that's valuable to my boys, and to be a husband that's valuable, not just be a successful husband. I don't know what that means. Mm-hmm. But yeah, trying to be bring value to the world. I know it's kind of difficult to verbalize what I'm trying to say. But it's also with this whole Teaching Bites thing that we're trying to do, this platform, trying to build. We want to bring value to our listeners, our audience, but we have a soft spot for teachers.
Yeah, we understand what all you guys go through, and we want to do this to help you.
Right. We help them. So we want to bring value to you so you can bring value to the kids so they can take care of us.
Right.
So I know one of those kids is going to be a doctor one day. He's going to diagnose me and try to, operate on me one day and make
giving back. But I think it's very important to think about being more valuable in your life than successful. I think it's a good outlook on your life. Like if you were to look back and say, what did you add to humanity?
Right.
You want to be able to have more of that than how were you successful.
It makes me feel better, I guess. It's a big concept again, but it just makes me feel better. Right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
All right. Well, it was great interviewing you on this side.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, everyone, remember just to sign up for our 19 tech skills and fill out the one question survey and check out our Facebook and Pinterest page. Really appreciate it.
Be all in the show notes.
Yep. And thank you very much. See you later.
All right, guys. See you later. Peace.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Teaching Bites podcast at www.teachingbites.com.
Oh, yeah. Go, 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 go.
Go TB. Go TB.
Go, go. I don't know. Okay. Peace.